This my winning season. Yesterday is gone, y'all can play along. Winning season. Got the city on my own, ready, here I come. Winning season. I can see the change when I'm in the game. Shot right up the chain, they gon' know my name. Every single day I tell myself that this the winning season. Yesterday is gone, y'all can play along. Winning season. Got the city on my own, ready, here I come. Winning season. I can see the change when I'm in the game. Shot right up the chain, they gon' know my name. Every single day I tell myself that this the winning season. Like Garland say, my Mondays feel like Saturdays. I hustle hard like Ace Hood. I'm the CEO, I should play Suge, I should play Pop. All eyes on me, cause I'm the shit. Got you flies on me, my old self up and died on me. Labels lied to me, still I rise, homie. I'm the plug, now the city need me. Games changing like the seasons. They signing for no reason. I'ma make them sell it, so ready, here I go. Throw some color in your hair, show your underwear. Now it's red or blue, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Nipsey told me to invest, get an asset, finna double up. Want some other stuff, how to trouble much, I've been hustling. I'm the game changer, I'm the ringer man, don't tempt me. David Ruffin, they be bluffing. I've been winning, grinning to the ceiling, screaming what I'm feeling. Every day I tell myself that this a winning season. Yesterday is gone, y'all can play along. Winning season, yeah. Got the city on my own, ready, here I come. Winning season, yeah. I can see the change when I'm in the game. Shot right up the chain, they gon' know my name. Every single day I tell myself that this the winning season. Yesterday is gone, y'all can play along. Winning season, yeah. Got the city on my own, ready, here I come. Winning season, yeah. I can see the change when I'm in the game. Shot right up the chain, they gon' know my name. Every single day I tell myself that this the winning season. I work hard so I can chill later. Chase a goal, make a nigga feel greater. Used to worry if I have a meal later. Real major hustle with my tail pager. Make it big, this is Baltimore. With bullets sing like the Commodores. I gotta rise up and make it out, but the rap scene said you wait for clout. I been spitting real, they don't want that. They want come right, yeah they love that. All my L's looking like W's. Hit the radio, now they loving you. I remember they ain't pay attention and I remember when they used to laugh. Oh, I would laugh too, cause my future gon' make them mad. Now I got a bag, now I got a brag. See me in the jag, now I gotta laugh with the roof off. I've been working trying to prove it wrong. Wrote a little song, now they see me on why it takes so long. Table turn like windmills, small change turn to big bills. Back then we rode big wheels, fast forward still riding big wheels. This my winning season. Yesterday is gone, y'all can play along. Winning season. Got the city on my own, ready, here I come. Winning season. I can see the change when I'm in the game. Shot right up the chain, they gon' know my name. Every single day I tell myself that this the winning season. Yesterday is gone, y'all can play along. Winning season. Got the city on my own, ready, here I come. Winning season. I can see the change when I'm in the game. Shot right up the chain, they gon' know my name. Every single day I tell myself that this the winning season.
Making me sweat, making me feel so hot.
Yeah.
That breeze making me sweat, making me feel so hot.
Snow, I thank God for a new day. I got new vision, now I'm seeing Blu-ray. I'm eating blue ribbon. Yeah, I'm Alice liquid nitrogen. Here I go on the mic again. How you bite the hand that fed you? Must be too high off the azepam. Breaker, it's Alice the mutilator. I'm burning this beat to vapor. I leave it all on the paper. Whoa, groupies love to cater. They know I'm a now and later. I show them a pound of dough, watch them roll on the ground and wave it. So I kick them a couple bands and tell them go build a brand. The fellas are come and go, but legacy should be the plan. When you gon' take a stand to buy you a piece of land, annihilating the haters that thought you wasn't gon' win. My emotions on a roller coaster always. Gotta tell my thoughts stop running in the hallway. Catch a ball fade, make your eyes look the wrong way. I had a long day and now I'm Georgia, let the song play. They call me crazy cause I got another process. I don't run from danger, I just turn into the Loch Ness. I told them watch back, unless you wanna end up squash flat. Take a wash rag and clean up all of that false crap. All snap, he spit, wicked, he rappers at a picnic. Relapse, get fixed, relax, react, live it. Live in the moment and own it to win it, your opponent. All I need is a beat to keep my serotonin flowing. Yeah, I'm feeling like my pen game icon. tonic. And I can smell they cell membranes when the pythons hiss. Huh? Yeah, cause I'm a mutant shooting at you. Your catalog mutant. I got more bars than you, but I'm supposed to be the student. Wait, sometimes when I lay low, I get sad cause it made me think about your payroll. I don't do funny money, I don't like to play though. If you say so, nigga, sing your G phazos. Case closed, but my wound still open. This drink up in my cup must be really potent, cause I'm toting all this luggage from a broken place. But I'ma let you keep the keys as a token. Hey, yeah, cause I appreciate you. Thank you for deserting me. And certainly I burned your pictures to the 3rd degree. You always lied to me, stay committing straight perjury. You hurting me, show's over, pull the curtains please. Life's looking good, I'm starting to see the light. The limits are sky high, put Alex Snow on a flight. I don't know, but I might develop an appetite to sever whatever ties is causing me not to spike. If you think you elevating, I'm sorry, but you mistaken. I'm leaving you in the mud to wallow around the playpen. I'm making like an egg and scrambling to the bacon. You ramble about things, but that train just left the station. All your skills is matching and can keep up with this magic. Asking cousins always sound like rappers rapping off an acid tablet, sounding pretty average. I just gave up on a massive habit, irked me just a tad bit, but I'm not gonna have a heart of malice. Keep me on my toes, I'm petty for show, like I got a boogie in my nose, I'm ready to blow. Can you keep me on my toes? I'm petty for show, like I got a boogie in my nose, I'm ready to wait. Can you keep me on my toes? I'm petty for show, like I got a boogie in my nose, I'm ready to blow. They say I got a really rockin' flow, I steadied the boat, learn from the best in the game, I studied the goats, snow.
Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Check, check. Can you guys hear us? If you guys do not see your name up on the screen, please be sure to submit at the pinned comment. We got, got thrown up by the screen there. We got Noah on this side and Mark on this side. Everyone here to give you some feedback. And let's see what's going on in the comments. We're growing. Guys, don't forget to like this video. We got 14 viewers in. We should have 14 likes. 1 like for every submission. Please be sure to submit at the pinned comment. If you don't see your name up on the screen, that means you have not filled out the form. Shout out to Garland, 34J, RTZ, 2KRFE, Gotti, 34J again, Lil Black 214, Lee Lewis, Jess Jupiter, welcome back, Gotti, Lee Lewis again, Montana, NLG, Pharaoh Loki, Babby Tulane, OTS, Out the Struggle. Thank you guys all so much for joining us today, for checking in. We're gonna have a really fun stream. We got some guests with us. It's gonna be exciting. You're not gonna just hear from me. And if you are here in the comments, drop a comment. Where are you guys located? Nick said you have Lego hair.
Lego hair.
So I have Lego hair too. It pops off, right?
Yeah, I told you they totally cut my hair too short.
No, it looks fine, dude. All right, so feel free to let me know if you guys have any questions. We're going to get started here in just a second. Don't forget to check in. If you don't see your name up on that screen, then you have not checked in just yet. And let's keep things moving. Where are we at here? Boom, 16 viewers. We got Philly in the house. Gotti, what part of New York are you from? I'm from Brooklyn. So exciting stuff here. I'm going to kind of be talking over my shoulder to Mark. But I found Mark on the stream yesterday, guys. Yesterday. And I was talking out my ass. I was like, damn, dude, you're so good. If you were here in Vegas, I would bring you to the studio tomorrow. And he was like, I'm here in Vegas, dude. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining. And guys, it could be you next, right? He was just in your position yesterday. And now he is here today. So thank you so much for being here, man. We got exciting stuff coming with him.
Of course, thanks for having me.
All right, so let's dive into the first one. Guys, if you don't want to wait in line, you can skip the line, help support the label. Remember, we don't take any money from our artists. They keep 100% of their masters and royalties. This guy over here is keeping all of his masters and royalties. He's getting free studio time, free beats, music videos, the whole nine, guys. So it could be you next. Make sure you check in. And let's get into the first one. We got Garland up on Spotify. Let me get my Spotify open. Sorry, guys. Leave me some honest feedback in the comments. And you can win a free skip the line.
It's not real love that we're working with. Baby, got too hard to reason with. Baby, I'm still smooth, I'm still looking fit. I'm tired of wanting your love, tired of looking for it. And now you're playing, but you used to watch your mouth. I'm not a game, why do you think I mean now? It's not the same, and we can't hash it out. Faded flame, but you used to watch me now. Maybe we need to move on. Maybe it's okay that you're wrong. Maybe you need to get your son. Maybe we need to move on. Maybe we need to move on. Maybe it's okay that you're wrong. Maybe you need to get your son. Maybe we need to move on. I'm starting to regret a few things. Your heart isn't warm enough to love me. For the start, you won't admit you're losing.
All right, guys, we're going to give some feedback on Garland there. We got a nice minute and a half in. Pharaoh, I'll check out that skip for you in just a second. And if you guys are just joining, don't forget to submit at the pinned comment. It's also in the description. If you don't want to wait in line, you can skip the line. 1 for 10, 2 for 15, Cash App, Apple, Credit, Debit, PayPal. So let's get into the feedback, guys. I'll go first on Garland here. The mix, it sounds raw, but it doesn't sound bad. It almost sounds like a live recording. But your voice doesn't sound like it's in the mix there. It still sounds like it's on top of it, and it's very dry. You know, there's not much going on like your EQ or compression or anything like that. Very much still sounds like a live recording. You know, really missing some dynamics on the vocal performance. You know, the feel of the song is cool, but like your vocals they're coming in pretty monotone. They're not doing much to kind of make themselves stand out. They feel like just another layer in the track there. And everything else has a good feel and a good sound. But I think getting this vocal performance to take off is what would really make this song. What do you think, Noah?
I really like the vocals, actually. I mean, not like I agree on the performance, but the vocal side is like songwriting wise on the vocals, I really liked what he did. I don't have any notes for his the writing for his vocals. I like the melodies, everything was catchy, and I get the vibe that he's going for with the song. But yeah, I think really just what really needs to be worked on is really just the mix and the beat. Could just use, you know, more layers, you know, like when you got into the chorus there, we couldn't hear the switch from the verse into the chorus. You know, I want to hear some new layers come in, like tell us that this is the chorus, you know. But yeah, just, you know, the mix, I feel like his voice could have used some more compression. And yeah, just the mix and the instrumental.
What you got, Mark?
Awesome, yeah. So to follow up with Noah, Garland, I think your originality and everything is, you know, perfect. Again, when Noah said the mix,
Speak up a little bit.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Noah said, with the mix and you know, I kind of heard like some auto tune at some parts. I feel like you should just use your natural voice. And again, you know, when you jump into the chorus, like we said, we couldn't really, you know, set apart the verses from the chorus. And the beat in there, I felt like it should have been more of a snare to really just, you know, go along with the bass and the funkiness of it to just gravitate, you know, me personally, just gravitate me a little bit more. But overall, man, I think it was definitely really good and very catchy, very catchy.
All right, Garland. So definitely would love to hear more, man. It sounds like, you know, you got a cool sound going on. Let's see if, in my opinion, if you can just tighten it up a little bit. And we got our first skip the line, Pharaoh Loki. Thank you so much for the support, guys. What? I just got cool news. Let me double check for the skips to make sure anyone else should be added here. Remember, we don't take any money from our artists, guys. They keep 100% of their masters and royalties. So this is the best way you can support what we're doing. All of this money goes back into promoting the artists, giving them studio time, music videos, yada yada. So if you like what we're doing, and if you don't want to wait in line, you can get played next. Just $10, Cash App, Apple, Credit, Debit, PayPal. All right, so we're good on skips there. And drop a comment, guys. What city are you guys located? If you're just joining us, where are you from? Anyone here in Vegas with us? Good feedback, guys. Good, really good feedback. Kicking it off right. All right, so we got Pharaoh Loki is the artist at Shrooms. Should be a fun one. You guys, we want your honest feedback on the track. Drop a comment and you can win a free skip the line. Give some honest feedback.
Pop a oxy pillow, nigga, you know I get delirious. Got a big ass Draco on him, now a nigga get serious. Got a nigga gone, now his family curious. Made him burn in hell, now that nigga get furious. Bitch, you know I'm going off all these shrooms. I might put this XD at your head and give you doom. Bitch, I'm in that track, bitches going vroom. I be counting heads, XD go boom boom. Bitch, you know I'm going off all these shrooms. I might put this XD at your head and give you doom. Bitch, I'm in that track. Bitches going vroom. I be counting heads. XD go boom boom. I get a Draco on my back. Niggas be fake as fuck and they rap. Bitch, I'm a big dog, you a cat. I'm fucking your bitch and she running lap. I'm beating the back and I'm pulling tracks. You see that red beam in this rap. I'm fucking this bitch, nigga looking stupid. I take his pack, nigga looking clueless. I'm in a ghost, nigga like it's toothless. I'm in a ghost rider like it's stupid. I'm in this bitch and you know this shit rude. Keep fucking with Pharaoh, you end up a doofus. Got an XD now, a nigga look useless. Knock off his top now, a nigga look ruthless. I can never fall. All she do is bang. She hit me like what are we? I tell her we just friends. 2 get heat under the seat, I double park the Benz. I put down Givenchy and I picked the Philip limbs. All my friends are dead, bitches money what I spend. I might fuck 2 hoes again, I make that shit.
All right, Pharaoh, I got plenty for you on some feedback. If you guys are just joining us, don't forget to check in at the pinned comment. And Mark, I'm going to let you kick this one off.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Make sure I'm speaking up here. Pharaoh, it was? Pharaoh, I really think your voice is it really gravitated to me and it pulled me. It sounds like one of these, you know, big artists, the big rappers. I think you have a really unique voice. The only thing I would critique is when you're rapping, it's a little bit too quick for the beat. If you could flow with the beat just a little bit more. As far as mixing and everything, I think your vocals actually sounded pretty good to me. The beat was a little silent at times, but overall it was catchy. I would just say definitely just go ahead and slow down, feel the vibe more, and don't try to rap a little bit too faster than a beat.
What you got, Noah?
I really like the beat. I really like the beat on this one. Yeah, it's a super catchy beat. When you started off the song and it just was the beat just playing by itself, I think it looped a little too long there. I would just, play it one round and then get straight into it. And when your vocals came in, because you had the beat, you had the energy up here from the top. You're playing the beat, and the beats, I mean, it's a pretty energetic beat to me. And then when you came in, it kind of got silent, and it just had the bass going, for your intro. And then you kicked in, and it all came in again, and then you started rapping. I feel that part when you brought down the energy, when you came in, was unnecessary in that part. When you're starting off the song, I really just want to start it off hard. The intro, the intro's cool to me. I mean, like I said, I would have played it one time around and I would have just came in hard with the beat right there. Just like how you dropped it after that intro part of your vocal, I would have just had that in the beginning. Yeah, your flows, yeah, you're good on some parts and then it gets a little sloppy on other parts. It really just sounds like you just need some tightening up. And yeah, just more practice, more experience, and I can definitely tell you're in that phase that, you know, as the months go by and you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna see huge progress as you keep going.
Exactly. I definitely think so. I think the first thing that stood out to me was like the vocal mix in the beginning. It was very like thin sounding, very like tinny, very had a lot of high frequencies in it. So we could have had just a way better balance in there, and you had like some magic there. It was definitely a very charismatic part. But then you switched up your voice, and then those next sections kind of just dragged. You know, there was nothing that kind of popped it to that next level. You know, we could have done things like switching up your flows or switching up some more dynamics to it. And then yeah, back to the beat, there definitely just so much more development that could have been done on that beat. Just a lot more variation that could be done, but. Very much a situation of like keep on keeping on. You just need to gain the experience. You're on your way there. You know, songwriting. You know, there's lots to learn, right? Guys, if you're just joining us, don't forget to check in at the website. Jess Jupiter, welcome back. I got your skip the line. Thank you so much for your support, not just today, but for like 2 years. You've been around forever too, man. We have some loyal viewers. You guys are amazing. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. It's pretty simple and straightforward. You submit at the pinned comment or in the description or in the comments. Your name pops up automatically on the screen. There's nothing for me to do for your name to pop up there. So if you don't see your name up on the screen, that means you have not filled out the form at the pinned comment. If you don't want to wait in line, you can go ahead and skip the line. It's just $10. Cash App, Apple, Credit, Debit, PayPal, and YouTube SuperChat, all available. If you have submitted, please like this video. 1 like for every submission would be amazing. We have 24 submissions, but only 13 likes. It's the least you can do. And remember, 31 Records lets our artists keep 100% of their masters and royalties. Both of these guys here, they keep all their royalties, and they get a bunch of free shit with it. I literally found him on the stream yesterday, guys. It could be you next. Let's get into the next one by Jess Jupiter. Hopefully this is the one, Just. It's like we've been dancing around this for months now, it feels. As opposed to Mark over here. He was like, first shot, boom, I'm in. And technically Noah too. You only submitted one thing, right? And you made it in.
I submitted one thing first, and you didn't dig it that much. And then I came back like a couple months after.
Really?
That's the same. Yeah, same thing with me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were
went by a
different name.
Yeah.
Like after setting in that first thing, I was like, oh, I know what he likes. And then I went to go write something for you.
But see, we didn't get it just one and done, man.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta tweak some things, man. But this could be you, like you said. This could be you.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
All right, so we got Jess Jupiter. The track is Slip Away. Guys, your honest feedback can win a free skip the line. It would be dope if the song played. There we go.
Remembering the day that I see your face, nothing can take them images away. And love ain't ever seen it go my way. But you the one that I can't let slip away. And I don't mean everything that I say. If that's the case, the God sent you my way. I ain't gonna let you slip away. I ain't gonna let you slip away. No, I can't let you go. I've been acting tough and it's tough to let you know that I've been feeling like a sin when you walk away. I know that you just left, are you coming back today? Sometimes you read my mind and that shit blow me away. How you just read my energy, is everything okay? I don't see these bitches, they can stay away from me. Cause when I had the time, I invest into your grace. You tell me to speed it up, keep up the pace. I've been trying to eat it up, ayy, dinner plate. I swear you meant for me, I swear I love and tailor made to a lot of sleep. I won't let you slip away. Remembering the day that I see your face, nothing can take them images away. And love ain't ever seen it go my way, but you the one that I can't let slip away. And I don't mean everything that I say. If that's the case, the God sent you my way. I ain't gonna let you slip away. I ain't gonna let you slip away.
Jess Jupiter, slip away. Oh man. Oh man. That I'm so on the fence about it, Just. I'm gonna let Mark go first on this one.
Oh, the pressure. So just I don't know your history. Joe says you've been in here a while. Me personally, man, I like the song. It was very catchy, very simple. I feel like there could have been some moments with your vocals. Maybe you could just like take us here and bring us back. One of those things that kind of throw someone off guard. It was just very repetitive the whole way through. It was very catchy. I think the mix, and I think the beat was dope. I love the beat, good bass and a good vibe to it. But yeah, just something that could, throw us off and bring us right back and keep it all together at the same time. But that's my only criticism. But overall, great job.
To me, you're just a great rapper. I loved every flow that you did. I think your flows are catchy. You're locked in with the beat. You're an overall good rapper. And I feel like this song is just like a producer's dream to be handed. Like it sounded just like one of the best demos I've ever heard. Like it sounds just like a great song, just waiting to just be made like to its full potential.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like if a producer would be given this song, it's a great thing to work with.
So Noah and I are a producer team. And yeah, I completely agree, Noah, and I think we're gonna have to pick this one up and get it to its final form. It's not fully there, man, but there is a lot of great stuff in this track. My only note is really the production, like some of your choices in like kind of that middle of the second verse where you kind of just died everything out. You kind of lost it a little bit there, and then you brought it back. And super catchy chorus, really extremely charismatic, just all over the board. But yeah, it could just be tightened up, fine-tuned, mixed a lot better. You produced the beat. Oh, that makes it even easier for us to mix for you because you have the stems handy. So Just, this is what we're gonna do. Noah and I, Siren and Envy, if you guys are not aware, it's our producer names. We're going to pick this one up, and we're going to take it to that next level, Just. So do me a favor, hit me up on Instagram. Shoot me a DM. We are at Change the Music Industry. Of course, I remember who you are, so you don't need to introduce yourself, man. I know who you are. Just hit me up, and let's start working on this. There's definitely just a few things that we need to tighten up. Noah and I will give you a sheet full of notes. And then if you're able to do it yourself, amazing. If we need to handle some stuff, amazing as well. But congratulations, man. We're going to bring this one to the next level and then hopefully get to the point that it's ready to be, really put out there to the world. Yeah. Good stuff, man.
Awesome, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, good job. There's some definitely good songs today.
Yeah. And guys, if you're just joining us, don't forget to like this video. The coolest thing that you could be doing is hitting that like button because then YouTube knows something dope is happening here, then your song gets played and there are more viewers to listen to your song, making you more fans, ultimately making you more pennies. We all make pennies here, it's okay.
No, I would love to jump on that. I was already
Oh yeah? Oh shit.
I already heard it.
We already got the remix coming, guys. And if you haven't already, please submit. We got 88% on the poll as a yes on that one. That's really solid. Submit at the pinned comment in the description as well. If you don't see your name up on the screen, that means you have not submitted. It happens automatically once you fill out that form. And if you don't want to wait in line, or if you just want to help support the label, remember, we don't take any money from our artists. This guy keeps 100% of his masters. This guy keeps 100% of his masters. I keep 0%, guys. But they still get free studio time and music videos and everything that you need for your career. So if you like what we're doing, if you want to help us change the music industry, the least you can do is hit the like button, but the best you can do is skip the line. Cash App, Apple Credit, Debit, PayPal, all available. And let's get into our next skip, 34J. Let me just double check for any new skips on you guys. 34J, thank you so much for your support. And there are deals on those skips. 1 for 10, 2 for 15, 3 for 20. We're going to get into Jay right now. After this, he's going to turn into 31J. You don't need to laugh at my bad jokes. It's cool, dude. All right, Jay.
Let's go. I just started away, but the water was crying. You gon' do what it takes, so you not gon' survive. And I won't leave survivors the day that I slide. I think back to the nights when a nigga would cry. Had to stack up my money for me, myself, I don't work for the circus, but spin with that fire with a Cartier watch where I spend the most time. Mama hated my thought dreams of money since 9. It ain't no for debate, I'm the hardest alive. I been first on the scene, they been last to arrive. Bought a bulletproof vest, see what happened to dog. Swear these niggas some rats don't confess when they call. Always moving with money, new house with a vault. Never knew I would make it, like who would've thought. How they dissing my gang and we ain't took a loss. Love the sound of new shooters, no NBA draft. The ops see me in traffic, my engine too fast. Niggas set through 4 lane, man, my image look. Let's go. I just started away, but the water was crying. You gon' do what it takes, so you not gon' survive. And I won't leave survivors the day that I slide. I think back to the nights when a nigga would cry. Had to stack up my money for me, myself, I don't work for the circus, but spin with that fire with a Cartier watch where I spend the most time. Mama hated my thought dreams of money since 9. It ain't no for debate, I'm the hardest alive. I been first on the scene, they been last to arrive. Bought a bulletproof vest, see what happened to dog. Swear these niggas some rats don't confess when they call. Always moving with money, new house with a vault. Never knew I would make it, like who would've thought. How they dissing my gang and we ain't took a loss. Love the sound of new shooters, no NBA draft. The ops see me in traffic, my engine too fast. Niggas set through 4 lane, man, my image look bad. Had to clear up some claims, we don't internet tag. Got her giving me brain, think she better at math. Don't regret anything, hated choosing this path. I've been working with me over time in the lab. Who want no features too? That's just me back to back. We saw ops on the block, had to spin around the back. Big ass stick in the car, I ain't ride with a bag. Bought an ass for my bitch, now her shit hella fat. Too much ice on my neck, grab your bitch, hold her close. Think y'all dope for them bricks, that's a bag full of soap. If that bitch is my gang, then it's
All right, 34J, I'll dive in first on this one, man. I love that you got right to it, but you never really got out of it from there. You did not switch up your flow once. The beat came in and out once in the first minute and a half. So it just, you know, if you think about your vocal performance, you have your lyrics, you have your tone, and then you have your melody and your cadence, right, and your flow. Not so much melody and rapping sometimes, but your flow, right? So you're already sacrificing 1/3 of what you can be doing vocally just by not switching up your flow, just by hitting us with those repetitive 16 notes of just da, 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 you know, on and on and on and on. So now you have to hope that your tone of voice and your lyrics are that damn good on top of the beat to make up for you not switching up your flow, and usually that does not go well. So that's the most important thing there, man. We gotta get some variation into the mix. What do you think, Noah?
Yeah, I pretty much agree with what Joe just said. The rapping was just a little too fast. You know, I could tell that you were. It sounded like you were kind of kind of like falling over the beat, you know, like you were going fast and just trying to keep up with the tempo of the beat. I think really with this one, it just sounds more too much of just like a freestyle and not you know, an actual, you know, like a song. I think when you're writing, you should you know, just try to write designated parts. You know, just write a whole part and that you know that this is your chorus and this is what you go back to for the chorus. And you write your verses and just have it really just step by step it and piece by piece it. And I think that'll really improve your writing. But there is one thing that needs no work at all, and that's the artwork. I really, really dig the
I
artwork.
was gonna say that too.
Yeah, the artwork's dope. I don't think you need anything done on the artwork.
Yeah, you know that one, dude. What you got, Mark?
Yeah, basically just to go off what Joe and Noah said, same kind of notes. It was very repetitive. I didn't know where the chorus started or ended. It just kept going and going and going.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't have a chorus. It was a freestyle, you know.
Yeah.
Bar for bar.
Basically, yeah. And then the one thing that I heard also that Noah pointed out, you just sounded like you were not going with the beat. You were just rapping, and you would go off the beat a lot, and then sometimes you would catch back on it. But for the most part, you were just really, really fast and off the beat. But yeah, man, I like the artwork, and I mean your voice is dope. Your voice is dope. Just gotta work on some things, slow it down, be more comfortable, and kind of puzzle your you know, make it into a song rather than just a full freestyle. Just keep going and going and going.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Eduardo, we got your skip the line. We can't thank you enough for your support. Everyone who has skipped, you guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, we don't take any money from our artists, so it goes back into them. Let's see. Any good comments, guys? If you leave some honest, constructive criticism, some really helpful feedback, you could win a free skip the line. Just don't forget to engage. You know, once your song comes up, you're going to want the same. Let's get into our next skip here. We got Villain by Eduardo Molina. Guys, give me some honest feedback on Eduardo's track. Don't forget to vote in the poll.
I know I'm blessed. They hate me, I never care less. Chasing these checks. To get it, I leave in finesse. I'm in control. The villain that hate me, I know. Fuck it, let's go. I'm loving it, hate even more. Came as a good guy, but left as a villain. I say fuck all of your feelings. I hope that all of you feel it. I know I'm blessed. They hate me, I never care less. Chasing these checks. To get it, I leave in finesse. I'm the villain, yeah, let's talk about it. Fuck opinions, let me walk around it. See, I made it and y'all just doubted. Y'all afraid to be yourself, just do it. If y'all are going against the grain, they lose it. Take advantage when you're nice, it's foolish. It won't happen to me twice, it's stupid. Gone too hard, they don't do that. Gave too much, had to move back. Now my heart cold, had to lose that. Nah, I don't give a fuck, it's the move, yeah. Oh, they calling me bad cause I'm savage? Cause I put myself first as that bad bitch. So pay me as a villain, you can have it. No one help me, had to raise it from the ashes. I know I'm blessed. The hate that you give me is fueling my checks. I'm a walking ATM. Is that what you read from my chest? No disrespect, but I mean all disrespect. Y'all didn't see all the good I bring, so I took it and then I done left. No disrespect, but I mean all disrespect. Y'all didn't see all the good I bring, so I took it and then I done left. No disrespect, but I mean all disrespect. Y'all didn't see all the good I bring, so I took it and then I done left. I know I'm blessed. They hate me, I never care less. Chasing these checks. To get it, I leave in finesse. I'm in control. The villain that hate me, I know. Fuck it, let's go. I'm loving that hate even more. Came as a good guy, but left as a villain. I say fuck all of your feelings. I hope that all of you feel it.
Eduardo Molina, the villain, is in the house. Thought that was pretty fucking solid. We'll get into it in just a second here, guys. Don't forget to leave some honest feedback, and you could win a free. Actually, how about this, Eduardo? You are gonna give out the free skip the line. So whoever you think gives you the best feedback, you can give a free skip the line. Just let me know who gets the skip. Yeah, 34J. You can do as many skips as you like, guys. So Eduardo, I'm on the fence about it. I like so much about it, but it's really the mix, the snob in me is just like, it's not perfect, right? But it's still so damn good. I really commend your fucking flows, man. A lot of offbeat stuff, a lot of pausing and stuttering and like the staccato feels and stuff, like so refreshing. We don't get that a lot. Like think about the last mission that was just da 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 da. We deal with that a lot on this stream. So you really being able to chop it up and not come off as like I'm trying to be choppy rapper, you know, like fast and stuff like that. Like it was done so well. My issue is really just like each of the sounds could just be a lot more crisp. Your whole instrumental, your whole beat could just be fine-tuned and mixed. Your vocals can be compressed a little bit better, but it's all really, really good. So I'm gonna let Noah decide if you're gonna move forward with us.
The mix to me sounded pretty good. I think the mix wasn't that bad.
Okay.
I think the mix, I mean, I'm sure there's some spots in the mix that could be fine-tuned and everything, but it didn't sound far from
yeah, it just wasn't
from a
perfect,
final,
but it was
yeah,
fine.
It didn't sound far from a final product.
Okay.
The mix.
Mhm.
But yeah, everything was extremely solid. The only thing that I could give you is maybe just add some more melodies into your flows. You know, maybe bring in some more catchiness. You know, throw a flow at us that's really gonna lock into our minds, that like we're gonna think about even after listening to the song. You know, that's gonna stand into our heads. But yeah, that's really just, I think that's really could be based off of my personal taste. But everything sounded really solid.
What you got, Mark?
Basically the same thing, man. It was really solid. It was really catchy. Again, like Joe stated, the other submissions are just repetitive. You know, you switched it, you did different cadences and everything, and that was really good. Only thing I think I would critique is just a little bit too much auto-tune for me personally. I would use your natural voice. I don't know how much you're stacking with the other vocals, but it all comes together and it just sounds just a little bit too much auto-tune for me. But that's basically all I have to say, man. It's a really good track though.
So, Mark, would you pull the trigger on it? Do you think it should go up on the channel?
Boy, put me on the spot.
I mean, we're all gonna answer. It's like American Idol now.
Okay. Like you guys said, it's not perfect, but it can definitely, these guys can make it better. And it's definitely,
as is.
Yeah, as is. But
no, would you release it as is on the channel? Is it good enough? Not that we can perfect it. Is it good enough?
Definitely, I think so.
What do you think, Noah?
I would give it to him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
It's good enough. Yeah. And
Well,
I'm sorry for cutting you off,
no,
but
yeah.
I'd love to hear, I want to hear more too. That song really just wants, I feel like there's a song in your catalog that's really the one.
Yeah,
I feel like that song was really good. We figured out, you know, the kind of music that you can write, and I feel like if we dive deep into you, there's gonna be one. We're gonna be like, oh, here we go. Here's the fucking song. You know?
Like you said, something more melodic with your voice would be a banger.
So that's where I stand on it. It's like almost one of those that there's so much potential here. It's what else are you capable of? So that's a really good point, Noah. And this is what we're gonna do on it. It's gonna be a yes, but. So I want to hear another one from you. please give me something else, just to see, is it gonna be that one or is it gonna be villain? If it's not that one, villain is definitely in, but I would love to hear one more from you. So please send that in. If not, man, congratulations. You're still, of course, gonna be moving forward with us, but I want to hear that other one, dude. And I just sent you over our Instagram at Change the Music Industry. Send me a DM. Say, hey, what up? I was approved, and we'll walk you through the process. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Hey, who is here in the comments? Drop your artist name. Who is still here hanging with us? And Eduardo, you got to pick out who wins that free skip the line. If you guys don't want to wait in line, if you want to help support the label, you can skip the line. Just $10, Cash App, credit, debit, PayPal, Apple, all available for you. All the links are in your description and your pinned comments. YouTube SuperChat is welcome as well. You hit that $sign right next to your keyboard. And a lot of you guys, you know, don't shy away from those deals, because like Jay right now, who is up, he paid for one song before and now he had to pay another 10 for another. He would have saved $5 if he just did 2 for 15 off the bat. So yeah, whoever gave Eduardo the best feedback, he will let you know. Let me just double check for skips, and then we're gonna hop into 34J again. All right, looks like we're good here.
Yeah, that artwork is dope.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see if he has some more artwork. He's the one coming up right now.
Oh, the guy playing right now is him?
Yeah, 34J just paid again. Crime Wave by 34J. Guys, give me your honest feedback. You can win a free skip the line. Don't forget to vote. Don't forget to submit your music at the pinned comments.
Let's go. Started away when the water was crying. You gon' do what it takes, so you not gon' survive. And I won't leave survivors the day that I slide. Think back to the nights when a nigga would cry. Had to stack up my money for me, myself, I don't work for the circus, but spin with that fire with a Cartier watch where I spend the most time. Mama hated my thought dreams of money since 9. It ain't no for debate, I'm the hardest alive. I been first on the scene, they been last to arrive. Bought a bulletproof vest, see what happened to dog. Swear these niggas some rats gon' confess when they call. Always moving with money, new house with a vault. Never knew I would make it, like who would've thought. How they dissing my gang and we ain't took a loss. Love the sound of new shooters, no NBA draft. The ops see me in traffic, my engine too fast. Niggas set 3-4 lane, man, my image look bad. Had to clear up some claims we don't internet tag. Got her giving me brain, think she better at math. Don't regret anything, hated choosing this path. I've been working with me over time in the lab. Who want no features too? That's just me back to back. We saw ops on the block, had to spin around the back. Big ass stick in the car, I ain't ride with a bag. Bought an ass for my bitch, now her shit hella fat. Too much ice on my neck, grab your bitch, hold her close. He got dope for them bricks, that's a bag full of soap. If that bitch is my gang, then it's murder.
All right, we already started discussing this one. Go ahead, Noah. Go ahead, just kick it off.
Yeah, I mean, I dig this one more. And yeah, I dig the freestyle style of the song. You know, what I said before about, you know, like having it like portion by portion, like I think it'd be really cool if you have some songs like that and then some songs that are in the freestyle just build. And yeah, I like the freestyle style that you do. I think you do it really well. I just think in your freestyles you could just, you know, throw more at us. Just, you know, switch up your flows more. Because when you're, I feel like when you're writing a song that's mostly built like a freestyle, you need to be just, you know, you don't want to get the audience bored. You want to have them invested like throughout the whole entire thing. And if you're not going to have different designated parts that change and go into this part and then that part, then, you know, you just really have to be really just keeping it up on the freestyle and really just throwing a lot at us and new stuff, you know. You want to be able to hear a new thing or a new flow that you did, you know, even towards the end of the song, you know, still hearing new stuff as it goes, you know.
Go ahead, Mark.
Definitely just following up with what Noah said from the other one that you submitted. It's kind of the same formula. I understand you have the same formula that you know, when you go in the studio and you do your thing. It sounds very repetitive. Like he said, it's like the freestyle type of vibe. Again, I love your voice. You kind of you speed. when you rap, it's a little bit too speedy over the beat once again, and you jump in and out of it. I like your voice. I just think if you just work on adding like some, you know, parts of the song that could just throw us off and bring us back and just change it up a little bit, it'll definitely be way better.
So, same exact flow as the last track, dude. It's just past the point of being creative. You know, you're using it as a crutch. It seems like you don't know that you're doing it. So that's all I'm going to leave on this one. There's not much for it. All right, guys, so if you're just joining us, don't forget to check in at the pinned comment, 34J. If you got something that's a little bit more different, dude, definitely would love to give you more constructive criticism. It's hard to work on this one. It was so similar to the last one, dude. All right, and don't forget to submit at the pinned comment. If you don't want to wait in line, you can skip the line or help support the label. Remember, we don't take any money from our artists. They keep 100%. Cash App, Apple Credit, Debit, PayPal, YouTube SuperChat, all available. 1 for 10, 2 for 15, 3 for 20. Don't forget to like this video. 1 like for every submission would be amazing, guys. We have, let's see, 20 likes and 38 submissions. So it's a little off balance there. Let's straighten that out. I believe we got another skip here from Eduardo. There we go. He pulled the trigger, my man. Eduardo, Let Me Go featuring Stevie Stone. So Eduardo was already approved for Villain, and we want to see if this one's going to take him even further. Might do both. Don't forget to leave some constructive criticism. You can win a free skip the line.
These females, if they see you happy trying to derail, they're telling fairy tales in the emails. They don't know the devil's in the details. Bitch, your pussy stale, I ain't never fucked them. When I was single, wasn't talking nothing. Now I'm with a girl, so they push my buttons, witches in the coven, wanting my destruction. A side bitch, you couldn't qualify. These hoes like Pinocchio, they gotta lie. 1,000 eyes behind me, no one on my side. Spreading all this bullshit, apologize. You really need to get off my dick, bitch. Hands all over it like a stick shift. Bet your pussy smell like fucking fish dicks. Just let me live, mind your business.
Making me lose it is useless.
I wrote this letter from McKinsey. Tell me why the fuck you so obsessed with me. I already said I'd rather stay friendly. You try to follow me, homie, need therapy. You told your family I asked for nudes, and all I want from you is to stay back of you. You brought this to another magnitude, but you bad news out here trapping dudes. Turned you down like Butler to Philly. Out here telling lies, know you fucking guilty. Had your dad saying he gonna kill me, then he called the cops. It's funny, really. Let me go, bitch. You a slow bitch. My diagnosis up the dosage. Better go fish. No, we won't kiss. I got it from your dad. You a so bitch.
Guys, if you are just joining in, don't forget to check in at the pinned comment. Make sure your name gets added to the screen. If you don't see your name on the list, that means you have not filled out the form. It's in the comments in the description. Make sure you fill it out. Grab your spot in line. And if you don't want to wait in line, if you don't want to wait for 30-something songs to get played today, you can skip the line for just $10. Cash App, Apple Credit, Debit, PayPal, YouTube SuperChat. Remember, we don't take any money from our artists. They keep 100% of their masters and royalties. Thank you for listening to my commercial. So, Eduardo, I don't think this one is as charismatic as the last one. That chorus, it's almost like an anti-hook, you know, like it's strong, but it's more interesting than catchy, right? This to me feels more of a deeper cut, and Villain feels more like that lead single. So I'm gonna lean towards Villain. I think lyrically this one could have just been more interesting. You know, we could have just could have channeled the anger better. I'll leave it at that. What you got, Mark?
Yeah, going off of that, I feel like the lyrics were very, I don't know the word, like basic. Like not trying to offend you or anything, but you're basically telling a story. I understood that because I can listen to lyrics, but the way you explained it was very basic. Like I'm just we're talking to have a conversation. I feel like if you would use more metaphors and some things that can throw you off and a little bit more rap DNA into it. And then again, like Joe said, the chorus and the hook was definitely like mid album. That's not the top tier one, but overall it's a good song.
Yeah, you kind of nailed on to what I was talking about channeling the anger better. Yeah, just lyrically being more creative there. Go ahead, Noah.
Yeah, I think it sounds like a dope track off the album. I don't think it's the single, but it sounds worthy of enough of being on an album. Yeah, I really liked the rapping and and the verses. I think the hook, there could have been a better hook in its place, but if you were going to use that hook, I think it could have used, just more layers, just more vocal layers on it. One that's doing that melody, but like high, but like, mix it low and mix it into the voice, just a bunch of those, little creative layers that you could have added there. But yeah, it was still a pretty solid song to me, I think, but the first one definitely was a little better.
Yeah, definitely. Good feedback, guys. Really good feedback. Hey, Tree Boys, I sent you that request. See, you're having some Cash App issues. And let me go ahead and just update here. RTZ received your Skip the Line. Thank you so much. You were literally 2 songs away. But thank you for the support. Brandon Foley, just let me know your artist name in the chat. Just say Brandon Foley is, whatever your artist name is, so I can move you up. But we got your 2 skips. Thank you guys so much for the support. And JW, Jari White, not sure how to pronounce, but I found you right here, so we'll move you up the list as well. Guys, we can't thank you enough for the support. Remember, we don't take any money from our artists. This all goes back into supporting them, getting them studio time, music videos, all the stuff that you guys need. So thank you. And if you can't skip the line, it's totally fine. We'll get to you soon. In the meantime, just like this video. Had some good bars there for a second. All right. So who do we got up next? Okay, so Eduardo, we're gonna pull the trigger on Villain. DM me on Instagram at Change the Music Industry, and Villain will go up on the channel tonight or tomorrow, whenever. Let's see, we're waiting on Brandon. Brandon, just let me know your artist name. I don't see you here. And let's keep it moving with Real Rapper by Boa Jeff. This is one of the free skips. So Boa gave amazing feedback and won a free skip the line. So that's all you got to do in this chat. You can win a free skip the line by just giving amazing feedback. Helping out the artist. That's what we're here for. We're here to help each other out. Boa Jeff.
Lyricism don't make me a real rapper. It's the fact I signed $100 million deal, then drill after Dusky on the drill. Just popped a pill. I bet he kill faster than my homie kill. Fuck how you feel, real or ill bastard. In And I'm just talking in this bitch, I'm barely walking. And they say money ain't gonna run to me, I started walking in the rain by myself, was scared because them Glocks was popping. First shot I heard up close, that bitch that blew from out my pocket. That was DZ bitch, best friend, ain't love her, she just topped me. In that song, it wasn't about it, she just ran, so she a topic. Man, stop it, I'm on top, so how y'all fantasize and top me? Way before the PS4, I had plans to play with Glockies. I was born to shoot, no Call of Duty, bitch could call me cocky. I respect that, walk up in the room, she gon' call me saucy. And she wet now, damn, wait till VVS is flossing. Out my mouth, the purple jeans, up on my ass, the master coughing. And I know my bitch, she love me, extra gram for all the stalking. And I stutter off the drugs, she asked me, what's with all the pausing? Feel like, yeah.
All right, Boa or BOA Jeff. We gotta tighten up those flows, bro. Actually, I mean, the flow was tight, but just switching it up. Variation, man. You're hitting us with the same flow that 34J was hitting us with, where you're just sitting on your 16th notes or your 8th notes, and it's just that. So you're losing out on, you know, just off the bat. Like if you think about your vocals, you have your flow, your melody, you have your tone and your lyrics. You're already just sacrificing 1/3 of your vocal performance just by not switching it up. You know, it's I didn't get to the switch. That means the switch is happening way too late, man. It's not really charismatic or standing out. Just a second, guys. Sorry about that. Gotcha. All right, man. That's cool. Yes, some songs are going to be more leaning towards a message and more lyrically focused. Not necessarily what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a really, you know, charismatic hit, something that's gonna, within the first 30 seconds, we are just blown away by. But you, of course, can submit as many as you like, man. I don't like to write off artists. I just want to find the right song. Something that I truly believe in. Something I can say, yes, I think this is good music. I'm a fan personally. I want to put my money behind it. If you guys are just joining, don't forget to submit at the pinned comment. Don't forget to like this video. We're supposed to have 1 like for every submission. Tree Boys, we got your skip. Brandon, I need to know your artist name. Brandon. Brandon, I am waiting for your artist name. Tree Boys, please be sure to check in. Hi, I'm Joe.
Nice to meet you.
You can just throw that on the. Yep. No problem.
Oh, you got your water.
Yeah. Tree Boys, please be sure to check in. Brandon, let me know your artist name, and let's dive into the next one, who is RTZ. Thank you so much for your support. And skipping the line. Remember, guys, we don't take any money from our artists. They keep 100% of their masters and royalties. So those skips go a long way for this label. All right, RTZ, I need you to resubmit that link. It is not working. The SoundCloud link, for some reason, it looks like it's cut off. So just go ahead and resubmit. Let me know in the comments. Let me see if you've done so recently. Doesn't look like. So RTZ, just go ahead and resubmit, and we'll get to you in a second. We got, how do I pronounce this? Jahre. I've never seen this name before. Jari?
Yeah, I think so.
Jari White. You are up next, dude. Thank you so much for your support. Let's see what we got from Jari.
You doing hip hop? Whole lot of iPads going around. Hey. Ain't been to the six, but I keep me a drink. If your op is gon' eat up your face, ain't worried about hoes, got money to chase. My niggas act, we don't do all that capping and rap. My niggas really been trapping a lot. Your niggas really been capping a lot. We hungry for pussy rats. These niggas Jari and Tom got down. Whoa, let's go before you plug my money, better plug with your bitch. Me and QC, we like little one stitch. I'll slap my bro, cause I know he won't sneak, goddamn. Let's go, if I lie to a bitch, I'ma lie to the judge. I get the pack and I serve no call for a nigga mad, cause my nigga look like Frozen. Smoking on out, that's a whole nother ozone. Gas in my lung, got my eyes on the low low. Come to the trap, you can go cop a boat. Have more bitches than Hugh have. Money too long, Rockefeller. Fuck with my gang, I might Rockefeller. DLD1, we fly together. I used to take from the niggas who owe. Now I got dough just to get the boys gone. I give him 33 shots. Larry ain't trusting no bitches. Ain't seeing no bitches. My vision be blurred. Damn, wait. Dirty stick, dirty bitch. Good gang, getting rich. 2-2-X, get them lit. Opposition never dish. Grand Reaper never miss. 50 shot, 30 shot. Hit him with this fucking Glock. Bet it make it hard stop. Stay on the block, it never stop. You on the boat, come on the shot. This shit gon' make you did it bop. I keep it gangsta, fetty walk. That bitch I hit got good walk. He's some of my brother, my woody. I ride for my nigga, we P and we Jody. Even my brother.
Hey guys, if you are just joining us, don't forget to submit at the pinned comment. And of course, if you're going to submit for a free submission, please like this video. 1 like for every submission would be so dope. Let YouTube know something is awesome here, and that means you'll get more eyes and ears on your stuff. Where am I going to start with this one? The beat, man. Beat is half the battle for you, and if you know, you're not winning that battle, it's gonna be really hard to win the war of the song. It's Fruity Loops 03, man. It's someone mentioned it. It sounds like just MIDI. It's just really poorly written, poorly produced. Does not have a great sound to it. Feels very, very antiquated. Feels like it's from 20 years ago. And you completely lost me on that side of it. So you could have been perfect on the vocals and you still would have only had 50 out of 100, right? On the vocal side, it was just nothing that really like took off. You know, it was kind of just like you showing that you're capable of getting on a track or something, but it was nothing that like, it wasn't nothing bad, nothing sloppy, no rookie mistakes or anything. But it was kind of just like mid, you know, it was just nothing stand out, but nothing also that was poor, dude. But the beat itself, man, like I implore you guys to like really find stuff that resonates with your soul. Like this is my sound. Go spend hours finding beats. You know, like last night I just signed a new producer named Blackwell. I listened to his whole fucking library last night, the whole thing, everything. Like, it feels like sometimes you guys are like, all right, yeah, this one works. It has drums on it. Let's do it. So yeah, go and find a better sound. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, basically going off of what Joe said, the beat was just very repetitive. Nothing like really special about it. The flow, very repetitive as well. Gave me kind of like a Moneybagg Yo type of vibe. And that's basically all I have to say for that. I mean, overall, it's like you said, it's mid. It's not too bad, not too great, but somewhere in between.
Yeah, the beat could have been better. I think what you really nailed on this track is just the feel, the vibe, and just the style of the whole song, and with the music video and all, it's perfect. I know hundreds of kids in my school that would definitely rock to this music. So yeah, I like the style. I definitely like the video. I like the Debo intro. It was a little too long, just a little too long.
Man,
It could have been cut, but it wasn't a bad idea. Yeah, the video was awesome, and yeah, I think, you know, if you could just add some more to the beat. I don't think the song necessarily needs to be, you know, scratched or needs a whole new beat necessarily, but like, you know, if you could get those stems and just, you know, just add some more layers to it, you know, just make it the best it could possibly be. The song's a very, very solid song. I see potential.
Jeremy, I got your skipped line. Let me know your artist name. Also, Tree Boys, I need to know your artist name. And Brandon Foley, you got 2 songs, so you need to submit both of them, please. So Brandon, Tree Boys, and Jeremy, just let me know your artist names. Blue Agave is Brandon. Thank you so much. Welcome back, Blue Agave. You were here with us on Monday, and you checked in 2 songs. Thank you so much for following the directions. Makes life a whole lot easier. Hey, Neon Crystals, I see you giving all of that amazing feedback, so we moved you up in line. You got a free skip the line just for being an amazing, helpful viewer, but you really broke it down on that last song, and that's what the stream is all about. So thank you so much for being helpful to the artist. We got you coming up after, let's see, the RTZ resubmit. There we go. So we got RTZ, and then you're coming up. And then we're still waiting on Jeremy and Tree Boys. Okay, so this goes here. And let me get that other Agave up here. Can't thank you enough for your support, guys. Remember, we don't take any money from our artists. They keep 100% of their masters and royalties. So this money is how we're able to stay afloat, how we're able to give out studio time and music videos and all that good stuff. So I'm waiting on Tree Boys and Jeremy. Just let me know your artist names in the comments, please. And let's move forward with RTZ. Thug's Mercy is the track. Your honest feedback can win you a free skip the line, just like Neon Crystals just got. Got you, Neon Crystals. I will update that for you. This down. Cool.
Thunderstruck. Adjective. Shocked and amazed by the power of Carnival Fun. It's what happens when you ride Bolt, the world's first sea coaster. When you island hop till you drop. Thunderstruck! When you book 4 massages back to back. Back to back. Get Thunderstruck starting at $279. Carnival. Choose fun. Cruises are in U.S. dollars per person, double occupancy. Taxes, fees, and port expenses additional. Restrictions apply. Full details on carnival.com. Ships registry, Bahamas, Panama.
Young King. Protect your mind and soul. Savvy say feel the hourglass tipping. Well, I feel the bottle glass. Yeah, I'm sipping. My Lord, have mercy, need a Hail Mary of your blessings. Lord, Hail Mary, have mercy. Hail Mary, have mercy. I plead. Hail Mary, have mercy. Hail Mary, have mercy. Hail Mary, have mercy. Hail Mary, have mercy, oh Lord. Weeps over a grim soul. Hear my song, Thug's Mercy. I know, like mama's embrace. Plastic finna wrap around my body. Whoa, no one rest in power of the final hour. My Lord. Hail Mary, have mercy. Hail Mary, have mercy. Hail Mary, have mercy, oh Lord. Who gon' ride for me? Who gon' slide for me? Who gon' die for me? What? Who gon' ride for me? Who gon' slide for me? What? Who gon' die for me? What? Who gon' ride for me? Who gon' slide for me? What? Who gon' die for me? What? Who gon' die for me? What? Who gon' die for me? Who gon'? My Lord, all my life in the cell to a grave. No, it's gonna be a long day, the darkest hour take. Let's talk about it. I know the times are coming. I feel it in my bones. I'm hearing trumpets and trombones. Oh Lord, see my silhouette dancing in the dark times. The angels calling me.
Anyone else think of Coolio in the last last part there. Yeah.
I did hear that.
Yeah, very Gangsta's Paradise in there. All right, guys, if you are just joining in, don't forget to submit at the pinned comment. If you don't see your name up on the screen, that means you have not submitted. And if you don't want to wait in line, you could skip the line. Neon, we updated you. Young Jay, I got you up there right after Blue Agave. We're still waiting on Brandon. Brandon, let me know your artist name, please. Oh, no, not Brandon. Jeremy. Tree Boys was Young Jay. So Jeremy, let me know your artist name. This was RTZ. So, dude, this one, it comes down to the actual recording process. I don't think there's much issues with the beat or the instrumental. I don't even think there's much issues with what you're trying to do. You're just not executing it. You're not getting to that final place. Your recording process needs to be tightened up. Your vocals don't have, they're dry. They're dry. There's no compression. There's no EQ. There's nothing to really make the sound tight and crisp. Now, in your situation, the lack of compression was very obvious. For you guys who are unaware, compression basically, it compresses, right? It tightens everything. So all of your loud stuff, it makes a normal volume, and all of your low stuff, it makes a normal volume as well, right? So it balances everything out. So when we hear your volume changing, it's either you're moving away from your microphone, which you're not likely doing, or you just have a lack of compression. You know, your voice is not going to give out the same volume all the time, right? Unless you're extremely well rehearsed and practiced and stuff. So compression is huge there. Just finding a better balance that makes a better execution. I think if you heard yourself with a better mix, you would be able to give on a better performance as well. What you got, Noah?
Yeah, this one makes me feel like you're very, you're in the beginning of your career as a musician, which is, I mean, not a bad thing. We all got to start somewhere. And yeah, it just sounds like you just need to keep doing what you're doing, honestly. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, because I could just, you know, and you could just tell by the mix, you know, it sounds like it was, it could have been recorded, you know, like on a phone or like just like any way, but you know, it sounds like you're in your early days right now. So the only the advice I can give you right now is just, yeah, is just to keep doing what you're doing, and just really just practice songwriting, you know. It definitely sounds like you have your ideas and you heard the beat and, you know, you heard what kind of melodies could be on that. I feel like you just need to grow your strength of taking those ideas and building new ideas off of those ideas, you know, which is something you'll end up doing a lot when, you know, down the line. But yeah, you sound very fresh off right in the beginning of your career, and just keep doing what you're doing.
This guy's like, yo, I'm 44 years old. What you got, Mark? What you got for him, dude?
Honestly, man, I feel like this was like a melody that you had in your head, and you kind of based the song strictly just off of that. You just kept repeating the chorus, which is, you know, pretty catchy, but there was no structure to the song. There was no, you know, we can tell the verse and the pre-chorus and the chorus and, you know, and so on. It was just, you know, sort of repetitive. The beat, however, was really good. I don't know if you produced that yourself, but the beat was really good. And like Noah said, you know, it's the beginning stages of your, you know, career. Just, you know, learn to structure your songs and, you know, make it more into a song. And another thing, you were speaking a lot, you know, just talking over the audio. Not necessarily singing nor rapping, it was just like, you know, speaking. But I would definitely just say work on structure of the song and, you know, how to make a song. But definitely, yeah.
What's up, man?
Oh my God.
Feel free to submit another one, man, if you want us to break it down more for you. But I think the first step, like, even before you keep on gaining that experience, is to get that sound down, right? Because you can now just be the best of the best, but if you're not recording at a professional level, it's only going to hold you back. If you guys are just joining us, don't forget to check in at the pinned comments. Young Jay, I got you updated there. Brandon, I got you updated. Thank you guys for your support. If you don't want to wait in line, you can skip the line. Remember, we don't take any money from our artists, guys. We're not trying to be the money-hungry label, just review songs for money. It's not like that whatsoever. That's the money that pays for this label, as opposed to taking it from the artist. You know, we appreciate your support. So if you can't do that, hit that like button. But if you can, I hope to hear your music very, very soon. We already had one approval today, right? Villain. Did we have two? What was the second one? Villain and...
Villain was from
Eduardo.
right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Jess Jupiter is pending. We gotta just tighten up the mix. Yeah,
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really catchy actually. All right, where are we at here? Feel free to let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me just double check for skips, and then we can move on to the next one here. If you don't see your name up on the screen, that means you have not submitted at the pinned comment. Please go ahead and do so, so we have your stuff here. And I believe we are good on skips. We got Tree Boys, we got Jeremy, we are all good. All right, so up next is Neon Crystals, who won a free Skip the Line just by giving amazing feedback, and you can do the same. We are here to help each other, give some constructive criticism. So when your song comes up, you want the same done for you. That could have been a little bit more impactful right there coming out of the bridge. So we got a producer, first producer of the day, instrumental. So off the bat, the first thing I always look for in producers is just your sound quality, and everything sounds really crisp, really balanced, really professional sound. Sounds like it is ready for someone to just hop right on. So Neon, you're kicking ass there. Reminded me of just so much Kanye stuff, very Yeezus inspired. Clearly, the black skinhead feel is very much there. But overall, just a lot of elements that came out of that album were definitely driven right into this song. So, Neon, when it comes to producers, my situation is kind of we help promote you, help sell your beats, and then we also get you placements with our artists. You said you had another track that was a smoke track. I definitely want to hear that too. But as of right now, I think everything sounds good. I would definitely love to hear a lot more of your instrumentals, see if we can start working together, getting some placements for you. This was really, really solid. There was enough of space there for the vocals. I think that it was perfectly balanced for that next layer to be thrown in there. What you got, Mark?
Basically along the same lines, man. It was a good track. Like Joe said, you can tell when the vocals come in, when the chorus comes in. And then towards the end, you took it back down to a ballad, and that's what probably in my case would lead to like the bridge and like more of a climax toward the song. And then it goes back into the beat. I thought it was good quality. Like Joe said, it gives me that black skinhead Kanye, Marilyn Manson type of vibe. So yeah, overall it was really good, man.
Yeah, I really digged it. When just listening to it, it sounded when it got into the it sounded really almost like a movie soundtrack. It definitely sounded like it could definitely be in a movie. I think for it being just an instrumental, it could have used just some more different parts, because yeah, when you're working on instrumental, you don't have the vocal performance on the other half to win half the battle, so it really needs to be all on the beat. And the beat is amazing. I'm not saying the beat's bad at all. I love the beat. You could have just threw in some more variations into it. Like, I love this beat, so show me playing it fast, playing it slow, playing it high, playing it low, just taking it
Okay,
everywhere.
Dr. Seuss.
Yeah. But yeah, it still sounded like a really solid track. I think if going the instrumental route for it isn't, the worst idea, and it could work just as well with vocals, adding on a electric.
I think as a
kind of
producer.
style.
I think that's all. It's just producer,
Mm-hmm. But yeah, just like electric style kind of vocals on it would be great. But I really dig the track a lot.
Yeah, I think it's really solid. I definitely want to hear that other one. And in the meantime, Neon Crystals, we're gonna check the rest of your stuff out. Shoot me a DM, Instagram.com/changethemusicindustry. I'm only saying that because I'm typing it. Shoot me a DM and I'll check your stuff out. And if you want to skip and get that other one played today too, that would be dope. I would love to hear that one as well. All right, guys. So we're going to start wrapping up soon. Not just there yet. But if you want to be sure that your stuff is going to get played on this stream, you don't have to wait for the free line. You don't have to wait for the next stream. The best thing you can do is start skipping the line right now. We're going to have last call in a couple of minutes for skips, but if you want to be absolutely sure your stuff is going to get played, while we have Mark and Noah here, you get a few more opinions than just me. Go ahead and send through those skips. If not, hit that like button. And we got a couple more to get into right now. Blue Agave, welcome back, dude.
I remember him.
He was here Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honest feedback, guys. You can win a free skip the line.
If you say you love me like you used to, got me feeling low, your ways unusual. You say that it's me, girl. My living sea world. Girl, you really know all in these streets. Come holler with me, girl. Tryna flip you in diamonds and pearls. I'm the only nigga make the pussy squirt in them shit. From day one,
my baby was a soldier. I remember late nights watching movies and holding you. Sitting in the Chevy, we was sipping on tequila. Slipping on my words, spelling B, I'm a killer. I go to war for you, expressing what I got in store for you. Cause what I wanna do ain't biblical. Tryna marinate the pussy, let's get physical. Pop a couple bottles, get a room at the indigo. Saying that you freaky, let me touch upon it. Life ready, finna be the surgeon, let me work upon you. Bird touching your back, just let me put this Birkin on you. Being taken Versace, I'm tryna put this leather on you. Say you never had dig like this, the way that I'm driving you. Deep sea diving, hitting walls, think you never had. I'ma make her come first, now she feeling that. If you say you love me like you used to, got me feeling low, your ways unusual. You say that it's me, girl, you're my living sea world. Are you really known all in these streets? Come out with me, girl. Drip you with diamonds and pearls. I'm the only nigga make that pussy squirt in them sheets. Put you on first class flights, you don't even listen. You said it hurt last night, I put you in the kitchen. I drive expensive cars, put you in a new division. I got you rocking designer, look how these bitches feeling. Don't be scared to show 'em how you treat me. From day one, girl, I showed you love, you the one for me. I say you the motivated type. Yeah, you got the curly hair, skin so bright. Girl, the way you touch me, can't sleep at night. That ass so fat, pull them pennies to the side. She love the way I put it on her. Get excited when we get the fuck. Swinging this day round and round, put it in the oven. Never need for shit, I'm the shit, call me Danny Glover. She take it, bitch, she stay rich, she ain't undercover. If you say you love me like you used to, got me feeling low, your ways unusual. You say that it's me, girl, you're my living sea world. Girl, you really known all in these streets. Come out with me, girl. Drip you in diamonds and pearls. I'm the only nigga make that pussy squirt in them sheets.
All right, Blue Agave, you got two, kicking off with like you used to. So what frustrated me about this one was your first line, the last note in your first line, it just did not hit right, and it kind of started off on the wrong foot. There was a lot of really good things you did in this song, but it still felt very disconnected. Like you changed up your instrumental in spots, but not spots that I thought should have happened yet, or should have also happened previously, maybe. Um, you didn't fall into the trap of not switching up your stuff, but everything almost feels like sectional. It doesn't feel like you had good transitions in between the parts. It was almost like, all right, 4 bars of this part, 4 bars of that part, and stuff. And I think a lot of that comes into just producing the instrumental a whole lot better, more layers, or maybe not just downloading a beat and trying to work yourself around what just that beat is, actually chopping it up and stuff like that. Good overall, still like vocal performance, good sound. It was really that one note in the beginning that sounded off to me. Everything else was fine. Everything's good on the mix, master, really, really tight stuff. I think it's something that's pretty solid, just kind of just a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of tune-up on the production. What you got, Noah?
Yeah, I really liked it. I liked the singing, the mix, everything was really spot on. For me personally, while listening to it, I would have loved to heard you go into a really nice big bridge. I feel like the structure of this one was really just verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus.
Yeah.
And your chorus is great, and your verses were great. And I think a cool bridge would have just been the cherry on top on this track. Modulate for a bridge, something like that would have been dope. And also your artwork could use some work. Little unprofessional. But other than that, the track sounded very professional. Yeah, everything sounded good to me.
So I would basically say what Noah said. Yes, I was looking for that bridge. Didn't quite get that. Excuse me. And then also, I believe this is what Joe was basically saying. Your chorus, the beat was spot on throughout the whole chorus, but through your verses and your breakdowns, it felt like the beat would just switch up on occasions. That kind of threw me off a little bit. And then just for your vocals, just a little bit too much auto tune for my personal, use. But overall, I think it was definitely potential, and just with those little tweaks, it could be way better.
Awesome. Really good feedback, guys. Noah using a magical music word, modulation. Modulation is always fun, and it's always the easiest way to switch up your song. It's like the default bridge, right?
Yeah, you can't come up with a bridge, just modulate.
Just modulate. Is it Mark Hoppus who said that?
Yeah.
Yep.
He
Mark
did.
Hoppus. All right. Pharaoh Gad, I got your skipped line. Thank you so much for the support. And guys, we're gonna start doing last call here on skips. So if you guys want to be sure your stuff gets played today, this is going to be last call. We're wrapping up the stream now. No more free submissions. So if you're looking for a free one, you can grab a better spot in line tomorrow. Last call on these skipped lines. If you want to be sure your stuff gets played today while you have 3 people giving you feedback on top of everyone else. We're doing last call here, wrapping up the last few songs. We got another one coming from Blue Agave, and I feel like we're really close, dude. We are really, really close. Let's hope that this next one pulls through for you. Don't forget to vote. Actually, let's do this, Blue Agave, since you've been a loyal supporter of us. You get to pick the next free skip a line, dude. Thank you so much. So, guys, leave that honest feedback for Blue Agave, and he will give you a free skip the line if he likes what you have to say.
Stop playing, man. It's too early in the morning for this shit. Back the fuck up. Tired as a motherfucker. What if I do everything you say I do? I'd do anything, girl, just to change your mood. Every time we touch it, we set it off. If I touch the bag, I'ma bet it off. Middle fingers to the rest, we'll be better off. Ain't no race to the best, I done it all. At the end, I'll be here. Wanna fuck you, gon' bring that pussy near. Treat you like a super soaker. Wanna bend you over, baby, ain't gon' fuck you over. She know I'm all about that bag, I'm tryna hit that ass. She stay about to check, she a space cadet. Steady going through my phone, think I deleted it. I be hitting home runs, Derek Jeter shit. She know my pimp and strong, ain't gotta beat a bitch. Now she really acting real choosy. Always act the ass when I take her to the movie. She pointing at the bathroom, says she wanna screw me. Let's take it to the room, make a movie in the jacuzzi. What if I do everything you say I do? I'd do anything, girl, just to change your mood. Every time we touch it, we set it off. If I touch the bag, I'ma bet it off. Middle fingers to the rest, we'll be better off. Ain't no race to the best, I done it all. You say I'm switching up, and I get my vision up. I think you fucking up, if you think I'm giving up. You steady calling me, hoping that I pick up. You want me in that pussy, face down and ass up. Got you thinking about me energy every way. I just wanna touch your body every day. Every bitch you over in it, every way. I just wanna see your body every way. What if I do everything you say I do? I'd do anything, girl, just to change your mood. Every time we touch it, we set it off. If I touch the bag, I'ma bet it off. Middle fingers to the rest, we'll be better off. Ain't no race to the best, I done it all.
We had What If by Blue Agave. One of you guys go ahead and start.
You could go, you had some notes.
So the notes that I had right off the bat, this one was way more catchier. The vibe, the way you approach the song was way better. The only things I think you should have tweaked, the hook, or I'm sorry, the chorus is really, really catchy. Just tweak your vocals just a little bit. I don't know if it's the auto tune or just maybe some pitch issues, but if you could tweak that just a little bit more, definitely that would be spot on. I also feel like because your chorus just gravitates and it's so catchy, you start off with just a little bit of harmonies your first round, and then I feel like you should just add a little bit more harmonies each time after the verses, and just by your end of your song, you're with like a 5-part harmony, but it all comes together and the climax of the song in that way. Beat quality, everything else was amazing, and like I said, right off the back, this one is definitely with some tweaking. This is the one.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what he said. I like this track a little more, and yeah, it's stronger to me. But I honestly just have the same notes. I think it could have used an awesome bridge, definitely, and yeah, I think your choruses definitely could have used some more just chorus layers, you know, some harmonies underneath it and everything. But other than that, songwriting's very strong. Yeah, I like it a lot.
So for one, Darius, I got your skip the line. I moved you up in line there. Blue Agave, you submitted this one the other day, and I recognized it, and I instantly remembered the two things of why I did not approve it the other day. Everything is really solid about the song. The two things I did not like, the Derek Jeter line. Derek Jeter is not known for hitting home runs, dude. I'm a big baseball fan, so that kind of is just a little pet peeve, you know, nothing crazy. But the other thing was back on that second verse, you're getting very graphic about what you want to do to your lady friend. Nothing wrong with that, but the way you say things could just be so much more creative. Like we get a lot of submissions where like guys say stuff like this, and one, we know this song wasn't really meant for dudes in the first place, but you're already eliminating them, right? Because nobody's rapping along to all the things you're going to do to this lady. And then you have to hope that the chick who is listening to this song is okay with you being that graphic and, you know, not being as creative as you can be with stuff like that. Like there's nothing wrong with saying the things that you want to say, but just be more creative about it. Make it interesting. Put a little more of that rap DNA. It was a good term before. You know, a little more wordplay in there. Just make it funny or just like creative or like, ooh, you know, really try to get to her maybe with it, not just, you know, what a 17-year-old texts to. Yeah, anyway. So definitely want to hear more from you, dude. You are very, very capable. It's kind of a situation where we're just circling around you. We're just trying to find that right song. This one, honestly, other than those two lyrical spots, I would have approved. So that's how close you are, dude. So let's just find that right one. And guys, we're doing last call here. So if you guys want to get your stuff played, we're wrapping up the stream. Last call, skip the line, just $10, Cash App, Apple, Credit, Debit, PayPal. Don't forget to submit at the pinned comments if you are going to skip that line. And if you're trying to get a free submission in, the best thing you can do is subscribe so you can get those notifications. So the second we go live, you get the notification and you can check in and you can get one of the top spots in line. I know today's been a little packed with the skips, but we of course always take care of those freebies. So last call on the skips here, guys. Cash App, Apple, Credit, Debit, PayPal, all the info's in your description, in your pinned comments, and Blue Agave gets to give out a free skip the line as well. So Blue, let me know who, and Blue also submit another one, man. Let's find that right one today. Let's find it today and get you on the channel tonight. All right, we got a few more left here. Young Jay.
I got a question. What? If I got that listening.
Why are you asking me this?
Because I want to know. If I got listening.
Yeah.
So yeah?
Young Jay, just fighting through this pain. If you going through the same, light us up a fucking paper plane. They gon' be screaming my name. I'm telling you. And yeah, that's my soulmate. Been staying in her mouth like some Colgate. Didn't wanna let go of her, but I had to get my soul straight. I'm just searching around, trying to fix my heart, baby. Sometimes I gotta ask myself, what am I doing lately? You know this isn't gonna work, it's been proven. But every time we're together, it's like a fucking fusion. I've been hoping for a better life since I was a teen. Like MGK, caught in purgatory, I'm painting a fucking scene. Hope you didn't mean a thing, I just can't get her off my mind. Like fuck. That's my soulmate. Been staying in her mouth like some Colgate. Didn't wanna let go of her, but I had to get my soul straight. I'm just searching for something to fill this crack. Never thought we would even fight like that. I also didn't think you would ever come back. Don't wanna try again, cause when I love someone I get too attached. That's why blunts get stuffed with 2 G's. It's the only thing that brings my heart peace. Your love is a disease that left my soul dying. Don't know I kept taking you back when I was the only one trying. But yeah, that's my soulmate. Been staying in that mouth like some Colgate. Didn't wanna let go of her, but I had to get my soul straight. I'll be okay, I don't want you to worry. Every time we started talking, I had to get you.
All right, Young Jay. Few things that just roll off here, man. I like the feel initially, but you kind of lost steam as you went. You know, you lacked variation on the instrumental behind you, and then your feel really kind of just like lacked dynamics. It feels like way more of a cool, chiller, like deeper cut, but it's not like that big lead single that I'm looking for. It's not the song that we're gonna put in front of millions of people. You know, it's gonna be the ones who like you for your big singles that come back to this one. So just come back to me. I definitely think you got a good sound, you got a good feel and everything. Just come back to me with that big lead single. What you got, Noah?
Yeah, I really like the feel of this one. I like the sad feel it has. It gives me like a Mr. Lonely kind of vibe, like of just sadness. It sounds like a breakup song. It sounds like, you know, she left and you're all alone, you know, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think you did the vibe really well. And yeah, I really like the beat and I like the whole feel. I think the song could have just used just more melody in your flows, and even, you know, it wouldn't even hurt to have a singing section on these kind of songs, because I feel like when you have these kind of songs that give off these sad kind of vibes, I feel like they just need to have really strong melodies to them. I feel yeah, you know, yeah, that's all I got though. I think if you just show more of your vocals in it, and just put some more melody.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. So, like I was stating before, I initially thought the song was gonna have a singer on it, but I heard your vocal range and, you know, that you were rapping. I feel like for the simplicity, I'm not saying your lyrics or anything are simple. I'm just saying it's very mellow, and the simplicity of your rap. This song should have definitely had a chorus that just took the whole song, you know. And I feel like I did find your chorus, you know, because you repeated it twice, but on the third time you repeated it, you changed the cadence of it and kind of threw it into, I would say, your third verse. So I just say for this one, more structure. The beat was amazing and really pulled me in and had that vibe, with especially the guitar, and, you know, but definitely if you're gonna just rap on it with that tone, I would say have that chorus that just pops and catches you.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys. So we are wrapping up soon. Last call. If you want to be sure your stuff gets played today, it's just $10. Cash App, Apple, Credit, Debit, PayPal. Everything is in the description, in your comments. If you want to grab a free spot in line, we'll be live again tomorrow, Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you hit the bell notifications, you will get notifications very, very early, and you can get a good spot in line. All right, we're down to our last few right now, guys. So as we wrap up here, if you want to be sure your stuff gets played today within the next few songs, just $10, Cash App, Apple Credit, Debit, PayPal, and even YouTube SuperChat.
My energy level is low. The heartbeat is slow. Where did you go? You left a long time ago. People tearing me down. To the ground. at the ceiling at night. Yeah, there isn't no light. I'm feeling pitiful, pitiful, when I should be grateful. Life is very terrible, hardly beautiful. Don't want to lose control or let things unfold. I want to be alone. I wish to be on my own. I'm feeling pitiful, pitiful, when I should be grateful. Life is very terrible, hardly beautiful.
Go for it, Mark.
Yeah, so for this one, you definitely got vocals, my man. You can definitely sing. For this one, I personally, I just said it. I feel like this song would sound way much better just over a new beat. Honestly, just a better beat. The beat kind of throws me off and takes me in different genres, like 3 different genres. Honestly, you kind of started with like almost like a reggaeton type of vibe that everyone's doing now, and then it went into like a simple just and then it just took all the percussions off, and when you get into your chorus, it just kind of threw me off. But the whole structure of the song I really do like, and I like the chorus, and like I said, your vocals were amazing. So that's basically all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I agree with everything he said. The vocals were really strong, and just the beat wasn't strong enough to back up your great vocals. The whole idea of going into like the reggae kind of feel and then getting out of it and taking it different places and stuff, I think it's cool. I just think it just could be done better. I think it just needs to be balanced out more. And, just make sure that, like, yeah, you have these different parts going on and stuff, but overall you have the same feel going on through the song.
Hey, Jay Rich, welcome back, dude. Haven't seen your ass in a minute. Jay Rich, every single song before he releases it comes through here first for my feedback, and that is so fucking cool. So we got another unreleased from Jay Rich coming up soon.
That's awesome.
Hey, guys, we're doing last call here. Last call. We only got a few left. I totally skipped. I went out of order here. So Darius, you jumped up a few spots here. Jay Selfish, got you up next. Then Pharaoh Gad, and then we will be all done. So if you guys want your stuff played after, go ahead and skip the line now. Last call.
Then I hit it from the back, that's a long dig habit. Listen to my words, only spit
Jay Selfish with hot. Dude, I like the energy. There's nothing you're doing wrong on this one, I feel. Nothing at all. We could be a little bit tighter on the mix, but nothing crazy. It just feels antiquated. It feels old. It feels 15 years ago, if not more. Like just straight up 2000s. You're probably my age, still at it, but still listen to that stuff from back then. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. There's still, of course, always a target demo, no matter the age and stuff. But just for casual fans and for like those big hits that I'm looking for, I feel like a lot of other people are just like, it just has a little bit of an old school feel. You know, those constant run-on hi-hats. It's not nonstop on that side. Your vocals, you got good energy. You had some funny lines in there. Definitely would love to hear more from you. Let's just find that right song, something a little bit more fresh, I would say. What you got, Noah?
I dig the old school vibe. I think it works here, but I would have this song have the old school vibe and no other songs. I would have every song sound completely different from this song. You know, I think the old school vibe, you definitely nailed it. I don't think you should scrap it or try to get away from the old school vibe because it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I would really just keep the vibe where it is. And yeah, I would just try to make this song unique out of the others. Try not to do the same thing for the other songs. I would keep the old school vibe for this one.
Yeah, I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth. It sounded very dated. That's the first thing that I heard. But it is a good song. You know, if you definitely placed it back then, it would have been up there with everything else that was playing. Very dated, but other than that, good quality. I liked your lyrics, the metaphors, as you know, Joe was stating before. When rappers are talking about, you know, sexual remarks and stuff now, it's just very direct and it's too derogatory sometimes. And, you know, it's just like, you don't want to paint that image. This is, you had a little humor to it and it wasn't just so direct, like, you know, blah, 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 A, B, and C. So I like the creativity behind that. And yeah, overall, man, it was good.
Yeah, dude, I definitely think it's well executed. Just not exactly what I'm looking for out there, but I definitely want to hear more from you, man. You know what you're doing. All right, guys, so we're doing last call here. There's only going to be 3 more songs. If you guys want your song played right after that one, it's just $10, Cash App, Apple Credit, Debit, PayPal, and YouTube SuperChat. Don't forget to submit your links at the pinned comments, also in the description. But we're doing our last call here. We're wrapping up the stream. We've been at it for over 2 hours now, guys. Lots of music. Lots of music. So we got Pharaoh Gad. Make It Count is the track. Guys, give me your honest feedback. You can win a free Skip the Line.
They keep running, but they ain't catching my speed. My foot on the gas and I'm fucking the streets. My mentor taught me to never retreat. Dead friends taught me not to meet and greet. Okay, I got homies in the slow moments in the girl I should have never loved. But that feeling is okay. They're not right in their brain. Smoking weed I cannot change. Box me in I cannot tame. Sipping weed mixed with codeine. Just start off like yesterday. Get few O's and get some change. Change my bitch like twice a day. I make money just to speak. Headphone Elijah play that beat. I gotta make it count. I gotta make it count. Cheap talk is not really talking. I gotta make it count. I gotta make it count. I gotta make it count. She talking, everyone's talking. I just gotta make this count. Always on on the grind, focus all the time. I used to trap in the demon's crib. I don't waste no time, clothes they trying to find. I'll buy a cloth and call it Cloud9. So fine, too bad bitch want a cosign. Oh my, I don't got no emotion, I don't lie. Shawty with my heart up 4 times. I've done picked her that love portion. I make money right now, I'll go shopping right now, make profit like whoa. 3, 4, 5 bank accounts. Bitches be hugging my feet, they don't wanna let go. Got no love on the hoe, living the rockstar life in a fucking penthouse. We make money for sure, just buy a safe to showcase my money galore. I gotta make it count.
Want to take this one?
Sure. Yeah, the song, the mix on this one is pretty perfect to me. When you just came in there, it came in hard, and the mix was spot on. I think your verses were really, really strong, and then when you kind of got into your hook, the energy was a little less than your verses. I think, you know, your energy is really high on the verses, and it's great. And if you could even make it even more to when we get to the verse, I think that'd be really good for this song. But other than that, you know, I really dig it, and I could also tell you have a very strong accent. But you know, I think it works. I think it fits. It's different, and I think it's a great written song, and I like it.
Go for it, Mark.
Yeah, no, of course. Right off the bat, man, the beat, the energy, very, very catchy. Originality, I love that. The only critiques that I have to give are, like Noah said, the energy. Keep it, if not, bring it up higher with the chorus and the hook. You know, I could have heard like a little bit more ad-libs during your verses and stuff, because it's just really just your main vocal and you're just going the whole way through. I feel like if you add some harmonies, a little bit more ad-libs, and definitely work on that chorus and make it pop and, you know, just go off the rails. Other than that, this song is pretty sick, man.
I think you came in really hard, but you lost steam as the song went. You had some peaks and valleys, but overall it wasn't as impactful as the beginning. I actually think the vocal mix could have been a little bit better. I think you were a little bit in the mid-range bubble on the whole song, not even just your vocals, and I would have cranked up the higher frequencies on your vocals just to kind of crispen them up a little bit there. Just because, yeah, it feels like you're in that bubble within the track, but not a poor mix, nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Just kind of the one little thing I would point out. Yeah, I think you're very, very capable. You're executing pretty fucking well. You got another one, so let's see if that one's gonna pull through. Guys, we are doing last call here, so if you want to be sure your stuff gets played, 2 songs away. Cash App, Venmo, Cash App, Apple, Credit, Debit, PayPal.
Oh, you say Lazarus on the beat? Oh yeah, that bitch hard.
All my jewelry froze. Pull up at the car, me step out the UFO. Side bitch white like snow. Big ass thick lips, boy, that girl is a pro. Make moves like domino. Life was interesting when I was broke. I got my haters for sure. We be swapping no cars. Party on the boat. I'm not the one to provoke. Jamaicans never think twice, we're ready to smoke. Take my shit for a joke. 180 aim, no jamming, I'm cracking your yoke. I do whatever I want. Tell her to bring her friend, I'm fucking them both. Videotape it on my phone. Bitches be wildin', but I'll never expose. I got riches. I got luxury bitches. Live every day like my last, because life is a mystery. Was selling dope on my car, no, I run this district. They hating on me, no, I fuck their mistress. I got riches, I got luxury bitches. Live every day like my last, because life is a mystery. Was selling dope on my car, no, I run this district. They hating on me, no, I fuck their mistress. Dripping in designer cake, silent like a library. Move the product brick by brick. I've been on my grinding shit. She be focused, I be focused. Result is the Grammys. Loving every time we spend. New faces, smile again. I don't know, I'm in my mode. Fuck a red light, I'm ready to go. I'm in my zone, boy, I'm grown. Watch your words, nigga, watch your tone. All I know, I do what I want. You think I care, but I don't. All I know, I do what I want. You think I care, nigga, I don't.
All right, so Pharaoh, I think that one was actually a step back. I think your vocal mix on this one was even further out. A lot more of a dry mix, not really well balanced or EQ'd in there. You had some really smooth, catchy parts in this one. It seems like you know what you are doing, and I think executing is kind of your issue. Because like each of these parts individually, they all have great things about them, but you're kind of just like missing that one thing to tie it all together. But on this one, though, the vocal mix was just really poorly balanced, especially in comparison to the last one. What you got, Mark?
Basically, I would say the same thing. This one was a step back. I definitely personally liked the first one played. This one, let me see here. The vocals just sounded like you recorded on the phone or something. Just poor quality on this one, to be honest. And then it was just very monotone and just very, the same throughout the whole thing for me. And again, with that chorus, with a simple just da 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 da. If you're gonna keep that same cadence, switch up that chorus and throw it off and bring it back in some sort of way. But I just felt like the cadence and the delivery, everything was just, the same throughout. So.
Yeah, I like the first one more. Really, I honestly just got the same notes for this one. I think you really just have to practice on managing the energy. Managing the energy in your songs, making sure that where you start, the energy's at this point, and it's almost like writing a story. Like when you write a story, there's how you have your climax and your resolution and all of that. I would incorporate that into your writing. Really give us a climax, give us an outro, really just take us everywhere where this song needs to go. But yeah, just work on that and work on managing your energy, making sure that where the energy needs to be up, it's up, and where the energy needs to be down, it's down. But yeah, and the mix as well. The mix could have been a lot better. The last mix was a lot better.
I think what Noah's trying to talk about is just your dynamics. So guys, we got one more song getting played right now. Jay Rich, longtime viewer. Love when he submits his unreleased stuff. If you guys want to get your stuff played after Jay Rich at his last call here, we're going to be wrapping up the stream. So $1, one song for 10, 2 for 15. We have Cash App, Apple, Credit, Debit, PayPal. If not, hit the subscribe and bell button, and you can get an early spot in line tomorrow. We'll be live 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We got an unreleased from Jay Rich right now. Don't forget to vote and get some honest feedback. And Jay, I saw you wanted to send another one in, so go for it, dude.
Nosotros ganamos sin importar costo. I'm busting. Mira lo loco, míranos haciéndolo todo. I'm busting. Viaje al banco porque el dinero cargado. Viví una buena vida, es todo siempre. I'm busting. Back and forth, so let's get it. She throw it down for her city. We getting paid and we litty. Got Latin pride cause we gritty. I'm busting. This ain't no time for discussion. I'm busting. Pop bottles and bands and stay gushing. She's in good hands cause I'm all stay. Top OnlyFans on an off day. Hit the bodega around my way. Arroz con patele on my plate. I've been eating the facts and that's true. They ain't doing the things that I do. Got plans, I'm making them come true. For the money, the faces that stay blue. Up in the penthouse, we live Southside. Lighting up the crib, be alive at the nighttime. Shorty wanna dance, put her on the bachata. Calling out the bull while I'm sipping on the malta. Ole, my soul say, más dulce. New Rolay, new price tags, the same day. Tu entiendes, yo soy Jay. Nosotros ganamos, importa el costo. I'm buzzing. Mira lo loco, míranos haciéndolo todo. I'm buzzing. Viajé al banco porque el dinero cargado. Viví una buena vida, es todo siempre. I'm buzzing. Back and forth, so let's get it. She throw it down for her city. We getting paid and we litty. Got Latin practice, we gritty. I'm buzzing, I'm buzzing. This ain't no time for discussion. I'm buzzing, I'm buzzing. Pop bottles and bands and stay gushing. Mommy in Louis Vuitton. Peep that I peep what you want. Sofrito poquito, poquito está la sangrita de ella. She know that I'm cooking them all. No cap, deliver the wholesale. Cause a cut like me ain't cheaper than post bail. Sweet chicks on her knees like a coattail. But she goes twin peaks for a piece of my grill. I'm closing on my golden. Cause beholding, I've been chosen. Like frozen, I've been holding. To the weight of the world like posing. A dark wind at night, night. Go hard hit, tau pie pie. The sparks hit like sci-fi. Now time's up, it's my time. Nosotros ganamos, importa el costo. I'm buzzing. Mira lo loco, míranos haciéndolo todo. I'm buzzing. Viajé al banco porque el dinero cargado. Viví una buena vida, es todo siempre. I'm buzzing.
All right, Jay, you got one more coming up. As usual, man, you're a professional. At this point, it's almost a little sad that we haven't gotten you to the point that you need to be, because you know what the fuck you're doing. It's amazing, dude. I have nothing but just good things to say about the recording, about the songwriting, about switching things up, about the sound, the feel. Just, dude, you are top notch. You need to be making this your 9 to 5, dude. Like, you are a professional. I can't say anything better than you are just a fucking professional, man. Go ahead, Mark.
Same things, man. I really don't have anything to say about this. Very catchy. You know the formula. You know the DNA. You know what the fuck you're doing. Like Joe said, this literally just sounded like I just played something, you know, like a Bad Bunny or something. Like, you know, it just goes right in there. So this is perfect.
Yeah, definitely very professional. Almost sounds like you got a team back there with you. But yeah, I honestly really wouldn't change anything about this one. Really, I think the song's honestly perfect where it is, and yeah, just really nicely done.
So, dude, as always goes with your stuff, if you want to put it up on the channel, you are of course approved, man. Congratulations on another just solid one, dude. You're consistent, and that is hard, man. But you are consistent. Keep it up. We got one more coming from you, and you shoot me a DM, man. Let me know where you're at right now and what you need and what we can do to move forward. Emma Melody, I got yours. Skip the line on Patreon. Thank you so much. We got one more from J Rich here.
Cause it's all our time. We get lost and go into our metaverse.
Jay, the only note I got is on like your verses, your voice was just a little low in the mix. Other than that, man, again, you're a fucking consistent professional. Let's get on the phone, man. Let's figure out what we need to do to get you doing this 24/7 because you're more ready than any other artist I've had on the stream in 2 years. It's just the honest truth, dude. Cannot commend you enough. Another just great one, just ready for the radio, ready to get eaten up by millions of people, dude. You are so ready. Just make it work. What you got, Noah?
Yeah, I mean, you're a professional. I almost got like a weekend vibe off this off the beat, but yeah, I'm not the biggest Weekend fan, so but I still dig the song. Yeah, the upbeat was a great choice, especially with the sounds that you used and everything. And from top to bottom, it's just professionally done song. It's just good music.
Yeah, so basically what Noah said, it's you're professional, you know what you're doing, man. It's really good quality. I did notice what Joe said throughout there as well. The verse, your vocals are just a little bit low. And then for me personally, I would just like to hear, I heard the harmonies way in the back, but I would like them just, a little bit more blended in with the main vocal and everything can come together. That should be like a real harmonic part, if that's the correct term. But other than that, man, it was really good, especially for that genre. Real feel-good joint right there.
All right, guys, so we got our last skip in. If you want to get your stuff played next, we're doing last call here. Cash App, Apple, credit, debit, PayPal, all available. Everything in the comments in the description. If not, this will be our last one. If you want a free spot in line, we'll be live again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hit the bell next to your subscribe button, and you'll get early notifications so you can get that early spot in line. We got Emma Melody, Nota 512.
Dímelo, mami, que tú quieres, baby, una 512, mami. O quieres de otra. Pues llámate a Emma, mami, que él las tiene, pero llámalo después de las 12, tú sabes.
Me llama después de las 12. Dice que se dio una 512. Sus amigas toditas la conocen. Cuando se pone así, es que ella quiere janguear. Me dice que ella quiere vacilar. Que pa' la casa yo la vaya a buscar. Dice que ese culo todo me quiere menear. Yeah, es que ella quiere janguear.
Ella quiere más, quiere vacilar. Ella quiere más, quiere vacilar.
Es que ella quiere janguear.
Una 512, una 512, 12. Una 512, una 512, 12.
Ya se le dio, ya se prendió. Dale otro shot, dale otro shot. Quiere fumar, arrebatarse. Ella quiere matarse. Que a su casa ella no quiere ya llegar. De ese cabrón yo la voy a hacer olvidar. Se ha metido tanto, se cree inmortal. La nota que ella tiene es una letal. Me la voy a llevar y no vamos a llegar. El teléfono en modo de avión y nadie nos va a encontrar. Si quieres cocotarte, nos vamos a cocotar. Con los ojos chiquititos, como dice Don Omar. Que ella quiere janguear. Me dice que ella quiere vacilar. Que pa' la casa yo la vaya a buscar. Dice que ese culo todo me quiere menear. Yeah, es que ella quiere janguear.
Ella quiere más, quiere vacilar. Ella quiere más, quiere vacilar.
Es que ella quiere janguear.
Una 512, una 512, 12. Una 512, una 512, 12.
Rollo Molly, hongo pelco.
What a great spot to pause the video on.
Yeah, I felt it coming. That's what I saw.
All right, Emma Melody. So I should preface this, and this always comes up. We are doing all genres, but I'm not jumping into all languages just yet. It's a whole different demographic. It's a whole different marketing, strategy. So, like, even if it was a yes, it just wouldn't be a yes right now. as Puerto Rican as I am, I still don't speak Spanish, so that's kind of a little bit of a barrier. I only understood some of it, but the production was very well done, very good quality on your mix, mastering, the recording, very interesting parts. Love the detuned vocals coming in and out there. Your voice had good like airiness to it, good space and everything. Very well executed video, really solid. We actually get a bunch of really solid professional sounding songs. If anything, the only issue I would say is just your marketing. Getting you off of where you're at now and getting you a whole lot further. But either way, I think it's something that's really, really solid. Once I start, diving into the Spanish speaking market, there'll be notices about it everywhere, of course. So you can feel free to come back to me then. Just keep an eye on us. It'll happen at some point, probably within the next year or so. So really, really good stuff. I appreciate your support, man. Really, really good sound. Really nothing to critique here. What you guys say?
Yeah, I really like this one. And yeah, I didn't understand a word that was said, but it's really good music. It's good music. I really like the vibe. The hook was really catchy. Even for being in another language, I could still hum that in my head, even not knowing the language. So I think you did really good on that part. Yeah, I think soon as we're ready to open up to that demographic, I think you'd be perfect.
Awesome. Basically, just same lines for me, man. It was a really good song. I didn't understand a word of it, but actually listening to their type of music, Bad Bunny and all those artists, I really enjoyed that, and you executed it really, really well. The only thing, I'm not too sure if I'm the only one who heard it, but I just heard in your chorus, everything else was wrapped around harmonies, but some parts it was just like a two-tone main note that I felt should have had more harmonies or more of an impact. Other than that, that's the smallest thing that I can critique. Everything else sounded really good, man. Quality, beat, everything, the vibe, the energy. So yeah, it was really good.
You really like vocal layers, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can hear that. I can hear that.
Definitely.
So do I.
Yeah, they're fun. All right, guys. So we got Xan X up next, and that'll be our last one, unless someone is going to skip the line. So you could be played next if you want. Just $10, Cash App, Apple Credit, Debit, PayPal, and YouTube SuperChat. If not, hit the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get early notifications and get a good spot in line for tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Just doing a quick refresh here, and it's looking like Xan X. So this is your last call right now, guys. Your last call if you want to get played today. Just $10.
Let's get it, yo.
It is beyond.
For all the shit that I've been through with it, if I sacrifice you all, I give a fuck about that bread, I blow that shit off in the mall. If the right price up on your head, I swear to God, I get you gone. For all the shit that I've been through with it, if I sacrifice you all. For all the shit that I've been through with it, if I sacrifice you all, I give a fuck about that bread, I blow that shit off in the mall. If the right price up on your head, I swear to God, I get you gone. For all the shit that I've been through with it, if I sacrifice you all. For all the shit you put me through with it, if I had them pop to top. No riding wrist, stick out the box. You fuck with me, you gon' get dropped. Nigga, all I smoke is off. Chopper, make your ass be boss. Matter of fact, lean with it raw. Bringing that person to your block. Sometimes like Bandicoot, bitch, I just wanna crash. Hop in the coupe and spin the block and spin that bitch again. No 50 cent, I got bodies, I murked many men. No remorse for the shit I did, I do that shit again. Let's get it. For all the shit that I've been through with it, if I sacrifice you all, I give a fuck about that bread, I blow that shit off in the mall. If the right price up on your head, I swear to God, I get you gone. For all the shit that I've been through with it, if I sacrifice you all. For all the shit that I've been through with it, if I sacrifice you all, I give a fuck about that.
I'm gonna jump in right there, man. I have plenty of notes for you. So for one, I love your voice. This gritty voice is kind of how I rap as well. and you executed it very well, probably better than I can. So I really, really like that. I do think your voice could have been mixed in the beat a whole lot better. It very much sounds like you have a vocal layer on top of your beat. You didn't get your stems for everything to do some of this. You got more of this going on. It doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound unprofessional, but it just sounds like it could be better. It feels like if you mix the stems in with it, it would just bring out your vocal performance a little bit better. I don't think there's anything like poorly executed on this one. I don't think it stands out like amazingly. I would have added maybe more layers when your hook came in. So I would love to hear more from you. I love your style. I love what you're doing. I think it's just a matter of like finding that right song. What do you think, Mark?
Same things. I did gravitate to your voice, that raspiness, that that rugged, that raw. It could have been mixed, better within the beat, like Joe stated. Also, I just felt with your chorus and your verses, it was just the same cadence and the same, repetitive. You always want to go ahead and switch and let the listener know when the chorus is coming in. It just felt like we would jump into it, we didn't know if it was the verse or the next verse. Just those little things. The production, of course, was good. I like the beat and I like the whole foundation of the song and everything. But those are just my little tweaks.
Yeah, the only critique that I could give you is I think on your flows, I think you could just switch it up more frequently. I think it's not that your flows were bad or anything. It's just that when you got to that flow, you kind of stuck on it too long, and then you switched, and then you stuck on that flow too long. I think if you could just give us this flow and then give us a new one, and then just keep doing it at a little just faster pace. We don't want to get too bored listening to the same flow over and over.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys, so we are wrapping it up there. Last call. If you want to be the last one played right now, it's your final chance. Just $10, Cash App, Apple Credit, Debit, PayPal. Remember, our artists keep 100% of their masters and royalties, so your skips go to a great place. I found this guy on the stream yesterday. It could still be you. So we're going to do a last call here. Been at it for a couple of hours.
I mean, also, if I could add, I think his voice would sound really dope on like a more energetic beat. Not necessarily fast paced, but just more energy to match his level of voice,
Last call here, guys. Last call. Doing a final refresh. And looks like we're all good to go. Gotti, it's $10. Last call here. Cash App, Apple Credit, Debit, PayPal. Everything's in your comments, in your description, guys. You got to do it right now, though. So we're going to wrap up. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. We'll be live again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern.